Hello, I'm Michael Davis. How much does it cost to purchase a property in Spain? How much does it cost to buy a villa, a flat, an apartment, a property here over in Spain? Okay, well, the first thing I have to say is it depends because the cost of purchasing a property is not the same all over Spain. In Spain, we have 17 regions, and each region sets their own transfer tax on second-hand properties. So today I'm going to talk about only two regions, the ones where we work most often, which is Andalusia and the Valencia region. So in in Andalusia, transfer tax is 7%. So let's work on a property of 300,000 euro. So on 300,000 euro, off the top of the cuff, I would say that the costs of the purchase is going to be around the 10% mark. But let me break it down for you, and then we'll see how close I am to the actual number. Okay, so on a 300,000 euro purchase, we're going to have a 7% transfer tax. So that's the big one. 7% is 21,000 euro. Then you're going to have a notary fee. That will be around about 900 euro. Could be 800. It could be up to 1,300 euro. It depends. It depends on the circumstances, but it won't be far off those that margin of 900 to 1,200. And I'd say around 900,000. Sorry, 900 euro is about right. The registrar's fee. Well, the registrar's fee will be about 500 euro. And then you have the delicate subject of the solicitor's fee. This can vary from one firm to another, and it also could vary on the circumstances of your purchase. Most of the lawyers that we deal with all work around the 1% margin plus VAT. Now, it's 1% plus VAT, but it can vary, can be a bit more. And most of the lawyers that I know have minimum fees. So, for example, in our case on a purchase, we'd be talking about 3,500 euro as the minimum fee that we have on conveyancing. If you shop around, you'll find lawyers that have a smaller fee, a smaller minimum fee, and others that have a higher minimum fee. It also happens on the top end of the scale. In other words, when people start buying properties of over €1 million, sometimes the 1% can become negotiable. Okay, so let's call it, though, in this case, the 3,500 euro plus VAT, which is what would be our fee. Now, so if we add these up quickly, we have calculator here, and you, oops, sorry. So we have here 21, 1, 2, 3, plus 900, plus 500, plus 26,400. I could work out exactly how much the VAT is, but basically around the 26,400. And then you have some smaller items like the changing of the name of the services into your name, so add another 250. Powers of attorney, another 250. Your Spanish NIE numbers that you may need one or two. Let's call that 500. And then we'd always recommend, if you buy a property in Spain, we do lots of inheritance work, and I can tell you without any doubt that you need Spanish wills. So get those out of the way, get them done when you handle the purchase of the property, or if you've purchased with somebody else, give us a call and we'll get them ready for you. The Spanish wills, again, varies from lawyer to lawyer, but I'd probably say 600. Two Spanish wills, normal Spanish wills, we're talking about 800 euro between the solicitor and the notary. So far we're up to 26,400 plus 500 plus 800 equals. Okay, so the purchase of a second-hand property in Andalusia for the value of €300,000 with all the whistles and bells, there's all the different extra little things that you need, is going to come to around €28,000. So I say off the top of the cuff, we always just play around with 10%. So the way to see this is if you're buying a property in Spain around the €300,000, it's just under 10%. On higher value properties, you'll fall below that 10%. If you start going to properties of €200,000 and less, it's going to be slightly above that 10%. Why is that? Because because of the minimum fees of the solicitors, and it's also because notary and registrar's fees don't move that much with the value of the property. I mean, just so that you understand, a notary fee on this purchase of €300,000, we'd be talking about €800. But I mean, I handled the purchase of a day of a property that was €1.5 million, and the fee was 1,900. So it doesn't go up in the same proportion. Also, if you handle the purchase that's only €50,000, the notary fee will still be about €600. So it doesn't move that much with the price. So if you were buying in the Valencia region, you basically have to add on 3% to the amount that we've just mentioned, because the VAT the transfer tax is 10% as opposed to 7%. So if you're in the Valencia region, you'll be talking on a property of €300,000. It will be slightly under that 13. It will be under 13%. If you on very high properties, you'll be well below the 13%. But if you go to much smaller properties, it could be even above that 13%. Well, that's it for second-hand properties. If you buy a new property, the difference between buying in the Valencia region and Andalusia is not that much. Why? Because when you buy a new property, the notary fee is still the same, the registrar fee is still the same, the solicitor's fee will be similar as well. So the difference is, instead of paying transfer tax, you pay VAT plus document tax. And basically, VAT is the same all over Spain. On properties, it's 10%. And then the document tax just varies slightly. Here in Andalusia, it's 1.2, and up in the Valencia region, it's 1.5. So basically, if you're buying a new property in the Valencia region, the total expenses above the purchase price could be about 14.5%. And in Andalusia, it's very very similar. Well, that's it in a nutshell. It's like everything. I say, with the transfer tax, the notary fee, and the registry fee, there's going to be no variation. There could be a slight variation on the solicitor's fees. Don't simply go to the cheapest lawyer. It means he won't have much work. I'm not saying go to the most expensive, but just don't go to if somebody goes far below 1%, I wouldn't recommend that. Just make sure, I always say, when you buy a property in Spain and you've spoken to the lawyer and you feel comfortable with him, whatever, regardless, always ask for a budget in writing. A lawyer can work out almost exactly what all the taxes and fees are, not just his own fee. So you don't want any surprises on that front. I hope you found the video useful. If you did, if you like, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It will help us mainly, but it will also help other clients find this information that may be of use to them. Thank you for watching.